Hey, Quicky here. Today I'm going to show you how to craft the crypt class we need using Craft of Exile. If you're not familiar with this, you will be after. So we want a class, we want a deck space, and now we can choose the item right here and say we want crypt class. After this, we want an influence. We want the hunter influence. Just a little tip, you can't do this in Craft of Exile, or I didn't find it. If you buy, for example, any base, not those two, like Warlord, Shaper, Redeemer, Elder, Crusader, and go to your Horde station, you can reforge the influence. This is usually cheaper than buying a hunter influence. Okay, let's say we got one. Now we have we can say our level, it is, let's say 85, because with 85 you can scroll down, you get some like chance to intimidate enemies for 4 seconds, which is nice if you get it, but usually you don't. But with level 85 we have the option we could get it. So now we want to craft. We go to the emulator, we're using the calculate settings. That means we have a blank pair of cloths, and now we start. How to start here? We are going with essences, the sorrow essence especially, and we want the deafening essence of sorrow, or if you broke, you're going with the T2. This is freaking. We spam like this and want dex, which is always, because the sorrow gives us dex, and dex percentage. In this case we want as high as possible. T1 is 9 to 10%. So let's craft a little bit and click here and click that, and you see it doesn't really have a high range to appear. So it will take a while for you to get some of those. To wrap it up here, we can delete some crafts, like right click on it, remove, and now we're going for suffixes, this one, and say we want the T1, and click, we got it on here just right now. Okay, now you can choose first, do you want the elevated stat? The elevated stat gives 11 to 12%. Or do you want to go with the 9 to 10? Well, usually you roll it to 10, but you know what I mean. I will show you now how to do it with the influence. Or let's say I'm going to show you how to finish without influence, and then I show you without the elevated, and then I show you how to do it with the elevated. So we got the base here, we have dex, and cold resistance, which we don't want. So you can take an orb of annulment, try your luck. Okay, you just want to get rid of the third suffix, because you can only have 3 prefixes, 3 suffixes. Okay, this was shitty, but hey, we're in Craft of Exile, we can try it again, and again, and again. You see how good this works. Oh my god, I'm such a bro. You see? Ah, perfect. Okay, after this we want attack speed, and we can just check here. I'm going to open another tab. Just crypt class quick with the hunter influence, and now we got it. This is the stats we can use. As you can see, we have only increased attack speed is the only modifier with the speed mod. So we can go here saying first of all at the crafting bench, that's a prefix, we are crafting suffix cannot be changed. Boom. You can do this anytime at your crafting bench. After that you go to the Horde station, say reforge, and reforge speed, because there's only one speed. That's a guarantee 100% that you get this attack speed. And as suffix cannot be changed, this won't change at all. So let's do it. Boom, you got attack speed T3. Well, not the highest, but I don't want to annul it again and try it again. Let's say here, boom, T3 again, just for showing. T1, perfect. That's what we want to see. And now we're crafting again. Suffix cannot be changed because we want to keep the suffixes and the prefix. I don't care. Well, this is okay. And now you can take an orb, an wheeled chaos orb, and throw it on there. That means the suffixes stay, but we do get a wheeled stat. This one is actually okay-ish. If you don't like it, just put this and you have a blank one. Now we're going to before you unwheel this, we are going to craft a block. A block means we craft a stat on it, and this stat cannot appear in the unwheeling stats. So let's say mana, you don't need T1 because it costs more. It's enough if it's T3 or whatever the lowest is. So if we unwheel it now, it can't pop up anything with mana. So let's unwheel. Oh, lightning, cold. That's what we want to see. You want this. Now we have an increased attack speed, dex, percentage, dex, and the nice conversion. After this, they look pretty good. Now you can choose. You want to have maximum life for sure and not like a T9 we just saw with a 4. So you're going to craft this with the crafting bench to 70. Let's leave it like this. And the last option you got is Exalted. They are for nothing else anyways, so throw it on and we get increased rarity. Well, maybe not. We can do it again and we get evasion. You see? Okay, let's leave it like it. But those are pretty nice class. Don't cost you too much. Don't buy it. Just make it yourself. Now I'm going to show you how to make an elevated 11 to 12% increased dexterity. So we're going to erase this, but we're just using on this one. Okay. First of all, you need 2 pairs. One needs to be grip class with the item level you want, and one doesn't matter. One needs to be hunter influence, and one needs to be doesn't matter, but you can check out which stat would be also good for you as prefixes, because suffixes, we got 3 nice, you want this. Prefixes, I would go with, I think it's Warlord, because we got here nice 30% projectile damage, or maybe frenzy charge, who knows. That's why I would go with the Warlord influence. Okay. How to do it is basically you have 1 pair of gloves with hunter influence, 1 pair of gloves with Warlord influence, and then you're using then you're using the awakened orb and combine those. The stats doesn't matter because we are re-rolling them after this anyways. We're re-rolling it. Maybe you're lucky and hit flat dex, but no, we don't. You don't. So we have to re-roll it. Let's say we have another influence here, like this. Now we're going to emulate, use the calculator, the emulator, and we have those 2. Now we start from scratch. Deepening of Sorrow. Now, what you want is, you want the dex percentage, and another influence stat. We're going with 2 because the chances are higher to get Warlord or Hunter, but it can also only be Hunter. I don't want to craft all the time, so we wrap it up. That's why we're here. We're going with suffixes, dexterity 10%, and let's say whatever prefix, this one. Oh, sorry. It has to be T1, or well, it doesn't has to, but the chance is higher that you, if the other one is lower, the chance is higher you elevate the lower one to a T1 or to a T2. That's why you usually want a T1 on this. But it happened to me once. I had a T2 and T1 dex, plop, elevated. How to elevate? Easy. Just use Maven's Orb. It removes one of those influence stat and elevates the other. That's why you want only two influence stats. Let's click it here, and our dex is gone. As usual, you can see this. Let's undo it. Still not. Well, I'm so lucky today. Here it goes. So we have dex. Now you want to remove this one again. It's region. Nope. You can see this here. Nope. Oh, this one doesn't matter. No. Yep. So now we're back to scratch, but with a 12% elevated. Now it starts all over again. Well, that's basically it. It covers a couple of crafting methods. First the essence, then a null. Well, maybe you're lucky and only get 2 suffix. This works as well. Hordy Station, unwheeling chaos, wheeled chaos orb, awakened, etc. So I hope you learned something and you can keep that for the future for you, and hopefully you're making some money or saving some money. Well, that's it. I wish you all good luck and